What is the definition of the word hysteria? What is hysteria? Okay, hysteria is a condition where one totally lost control over the direction of his life. Hysteria is a condition where one totally lost control over the conditions of his life. Does it make sense to you? Now, it is the manifestation of realizing your total effect. You lost control over your life. So you first realize that your total effect, you have no causation left, and then you go into hysteria. It's a manifestation of realizing your total effect. Okay? Then hysteria is, yes, most people live in hysteria over the financial life, so that's why they do so many stupid things. They lost control over their financial position, they lost control over their health, they lost control over their weight, they lost control over their relationship with their wife and with their children. Most people have many portions of life that they are in hysteria. It is a created state of mind. Someone created for you, a spirit, a person in his native state will never be in hysteria. You understand? It's a created state of mind. It is never an actuality, since you can always do something about the situation, no matter how bad it is, unless you are caught in the hysteria. Thank you, John. You have to know that as bad as your condition seems, it's never an actuality. How do I know? Let's say you have no money and you don't have money to eat, and the situation is really, 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 really bad. You are like really in a bad position. But then your son is about to die and you need $100,000. You will have $100,000. There's no question about it. Do you understand? And all of a sudden, all the fights that you had with your wife become nonsense. And all of a sudden, you're losing weight without any effort. And all of a sudden, if you eat or not, it's not really a point. Where before you had to eat every 3 minutes. Does it make sense? It's all imaginary. It's never an actuality. Hysteria is never actuality. It's been created. And by the way, if they will stop talking about the coronavirus, like they stop talking about SARS, it will go away by itself. Because it has to be created. If you don't create it, it will not continue by itself. They stop talk about SARS, it's gone. They stop talk about Ebola. When last time did you worry about Ebola? When last time did you worry about smallpox? It's worse than corona. Why? Because they're not talking about it. It's not being re-stimulated, so it's not being created. It's never an actuality. You get it? It's never an actuality. You really have to know that. An interesting fact is that hysteria never just happened. Hysteria is always created, and it is created by spreading false report. So hysteria is being created by false report. What do I mean false report? How will you define false report? What is false report? If you have hysteria, you have to know this false report. If you had all the truth, you will never have hysteria. You know that? Just have a look. Let me show you that. If there is hysteria, if I have hysteria here, there must be before that false report. Now, the bigger the hysteria, the bigger the false report. How do I know that? Because what makes in this universe something big? What makes something big in this universe? What makes something really, really, really solid?